Everyone, and welcome to another April vlog day. I was a bad vlogger yesterday and I didn't really finish off the vlog. It kind of just ended and I forgot book of the day, so apologies for that. We went to see the house I was talking about at about 7:30 yesterday evening. So by the time we got back and got the kids into bed and got everything sorted, the evening just kind of got away from me. But I'll make up for it today with 2 books of the day, I'm sure. But yeah, I thought I would just sit and have a little chat, say hello, catch up for a little bit in today's vlog. Yeah, let's talk about the house. You're all so invested in my house hunting that I thought I would sit and share the house and stuff like that. But yeah, the house was really good, really nice. It's a little bit dated, so it's very much been lived in by an elderly person, an older person. And it's currently empty, but it needs a bit of updating. And as I kind of said yesterday, like the bathroom, we'd need to put a bath in, which we'd need to do quite quickly. And we kind of just were looking at those things, because these are the things you need to think about, aren't they, when you're looking at buying a house and potentially putting an offer in. You need to work out the logistics and whether it's affordable and whether the work that needs to be done is justified for the price that you're going to have to pay and all of this kind of stuff. So basically we liked it. It's got a lot of potential and we are hoping to put an offer in. The way it works in Scotland at the moment is that quite often if there's a lot of interest in a property, they will set a closing date. And from what the estate agent said, that sounds like that's likely to happen on Monday. So how that works is basically they set a closing date. So Monday they'll set it, but the closing date will probably be on Friday. And that gives people a few days to kind of gather together, have a think, get their offers in mind, work out how much they want to offer. And then everybody that's interested will put in a blind offer, which is kind of set. So you can't change your offer depending on what other people offer. You just have to choose your offer and go with it. But you can include a little bit of information about kind of the position you're in. So obviously we're in quite a strong position in that we're renting and we only have to give a month's notice and we don't have a chain. Although obviously we probably wouldn't hand our notice in on this house until we maybe even had keys in hand on another house, just for security. But yeah, we're in a strong position that way, even if we can't necessarily offer as much over the asking price as some people might be able to. If they've got a chain, then we might be looked on more favourably. We'll just have to see. So our plan is to put an offer in, definitely. It was really nice. As I said, it was a bit dated, so it needs redecorating throughout. It's got an absolutely gorgeous brown floral carpet in the hallway that is very 1970s. But that's fine, you know, it's all livable. The only thing we would need to do very quickly is to sort out that bath. But other than that, it is pretty much livable and ready for us to move into and decorate as and when we kind of can do so. So fingers crossed. It is really setting off my anxiety. I find this with house moving, like the whole house hunting thing. I'm all right until we see a house that we like and we have to put an offer in. And then as soon as we're trying to sort of get to the stage of putting an offer in, my anxiety just goes through the roof and it's a lot to deal with. And I mean, like the house at the beginning of the month, you know, once we had our offer rejected, that's fine. The anxiety kind of goes away. I'm not heart set on that particular house. And I know that other houses will come along and I can deal with it like in the in-between stages. But as soon as it comes to actually having to put an offer in and dealing with all of that kind of stuff, I just know that now for the next week, my anxiety is going to be quite high and I'm going to be worrying about whether we've put enough in, whether we're going to get it, whether we're not going to get it. And if we don't get it, I won't be heartbroken. And I know that. But for some reason, you know, anxiety is just one of those things, isn't it? Anyway, enough about the house. I've talked for nearly 5 minutes and I had some bits I wanted to show you. I got some post this morning. 2 things I was going to share. First of all, yarny post. I ordered some dishcloth yarn because I'm getting very low and I haven't yet started my April dishcloth from Garlene at the Kitchen Sink Shop because I didn't have a colour that I had enough of that I wanted to use. So I ordered just from the Wool Warehouse. I picked up 6, they're not skeins, but you know what I mean, 6 colours of Lily, Sugar and Cream. So I got, this one is a stripe one, so it kind of gradients throughout the thing. And it is the Country Stripes colourway. So it's just kind of greens and blues. This one is like a speckled one. And it's the Summer Prints colourway, I believe. Oh yeah, there it is, Summer Print colourway. They say Aran weight, but they're kind of DK weight. DK Aran weight, goodness knows quite what it is, but it works perfectly. I've used this for dishcloths before and it's fine. And then I got another stripy one, which is the Violet Stripes. So it's just kind of purples, greens, blues and whites. And then I got 3 solids as well. So I got Soft Violet, which is that one there, Beach Glass, which is that one there, and Tea Rose, which is that one there. So I'm probably going to use one of these for April because the April one is, again, a more complicated pattern, and I think these kind of colours will show it off better. So I got those. I've just thrown one on the floor. And then the other thing that arrived is I treated myself to a Kindle Paperwhite. I've not really read on a Kindle before, but one of the things I was talking to a friend about recently is, as you'll all know, because we've been doing Book of the Day, I've been enjoying reading a lot more within the last year or so. But I find that the balance between wanting to read my book and wanting to do my knitting can be quite challenging. And one of my friends was saying that she has a Kindle and she reads on her Kindle. And I've tried reading on my phone and I've tried reading on my laptop and all of this kind of thing. But I find that the screen glare, I get eye strain if I do that for too long, and the screen is not the right size and I don't really like it. So I thought I would actually invest in a proper Kindle so that I've got the proper kind of Kindle screen and try it like that. So yeah, I will let you know how I get on. I haven't set it up yet. It's quite nice packaging. It's quite pretty. All very sensible. So it's, yeah, about that size. I got the blue one. So I'll let you know how I get on, because it would be a lot easier if I can kind of, because I can read and knit. Well, certainly on something not too complicated. But I obviously can't read a physical book because of holding it and turning pages. Whereas this, I'm hoping that I can just be able to pop it down on the arm of the sofa next to me while I read, and I can just kind of work on a sock or something like that. So I will let you know how I get it on. I'm going to get it set up today. I'm very nearly finished the book I'm reading at the moment. So I think the next book I read, I will try on the Kindle. So yeah, that's what has arrived in the post today. We are having a very quiet, very lazy day today. We need to do some house stuff. So we've got some laundry done. We need to sort out our food shopping and do all of those kinds of things. So today's vlog will probably be mostly just me chatting to you and a few little clips and bits and pieces. But tomorrow we are planning to get out of Dundee for a while. For the first time this year, we are going to leave Dundee. We're going to go somewhere for a walk. We haven't decided quite where we're going to go yet, but we are going to leave Dundee and we are going to go for a walk. and we're going to make the most of the glorious weather at the moment. But today is just going to be add mini bits, house stuff. I need to sort out the weights for the advent calendars. That's quite fun to share. I'll show you my clever little trick for working out how much the advent postage is going to be. And I need to do some other bits and pieces. That was the other thing I'm going to do. I want to get this lot photographed so that I can list it in my D-stash, my Instagram D-stash. My Instagram D-stash page is GIddy_D-stash. I'll pop it on the screen, hopefully, if I remember. And there's nothing on there at the moment, but I'm going to get all this photographed and listed. And I will pop it up. I'll pop it up on Monday, because today's Saturday. This video will be going up on Sunday. And if I say now that I'll pop the D-stash up on Monday, then that will give people that are interested a chance to find it rather than doing it too quickly. But there's quite a few goodies going in my D-stash, and hopefully it will pay for the fact that I might have just ordered an advent calendar from the Corner of Craft alongside the advent calendar I've already ordered from the Lonely Knitter, and the fact that I will be doing a swap with Erin again, although that doesn't cost any money, and the fact that I'm probably going to join in the Lay Family Yarn Scrappy Swap Advent as well. That's 4 Advents. Anyway, talking of Advents, I'm going to sort out the shipping for mine. So here is my wonderfully technical way of checking Advent shipping. So this is the size box that I usually use for the 10-gram Advents. Luckily, I have spare boxes. So we've literally shoved some yarn bands, 25, these are 25 minis because I didn't want to open the packet, but the number of minis, some random postcards, which are conveniently from Eclectic Erudite, who will be providing the postcards for our advent calendar this year. Some sweet bags, because that's what they get packed in. A little flyer, because I know that I'm going to include a little flyer. Some random stitch markers. These are actually left over from the Easter boxes, but it gives you a little bit of extra idea of weight. A hot chocolate sachet. Again, these ones are left over from the Easter boxes, so I don't know whether it will be this brand that I use or not. We'll have to wait and see. And then I've also just popped in, these are actually candles, but hopefully I'm hoping that they represent roughly the same weight that the sweet treat that I'm planning to include will represent. And then I've got it just on my shipping scales. So let's turn that on. Wait for it to get to 0. And then that should give me a rough estimate of how much the 10-gram Advents will be weight-wise. And I can go for there. And then I'll repeat the same with the 20 grams. So technical, but it works. Just about. Good evening, everyone. I have left it far too late in the day to do book of the day, really, but oh well. I thought, seeing as we have cake that Tom made earlier, very yummy fatless sponge cake, book of the day today would be quite fun to both pick our favourite baking books. So this one is mine. This is Cake Days by the Hummingbird Bakery, who originated, I believe, as a small bakery in London on, what's the name of the market? Portobello? Yeah, I think they were on Portobello Road, and they started out as just like a small bakery selling cupcakes. And they've expanded massively, I think, since then. But I absolutely love this book. The cupcake recipes in particular are my go-to cupcakes. They have an amazing, really soft, really yummy sponge, I guess is the word. So yeah, that one is my favourite book. Lots and lots of yummy cakes in lots of different ways. Yum.
And mine is this one, Mary Berry's Ultimate Cake Book. It is indeed the ultimate book. I've not really had much recourse to any other baking books since I've got this one. So it's really good. So it's a huge variety of different cakes. So from kind of everyday kind of really easy stuff right the way up to kind of really quite advanced kind of patisserie type fancy cakes and things. So it's got loads of really good stuff. So the simnel cake, for example, that I did the other day is from this book. And ironically, the cake that we're eating now is not from this book.
Didn't have a fatless sponge.
Didn't have a fatless sponge, and I was quite surprised. But it has a lot of kind of very traditional kind of British kind of recipes in it. And yeah, all really good. And it's all full of splatters of food and marks and notations and stuff, because we've been using it for years.
They're both books that you can tell we've used a lot. I used the vanilla cupcake recipe in this one quite a lot. I'm trying to find it now, but I can't. But yeah, definitely 2 good baking books. So that is the book of the day. For today. Yeah.
Books
Double whammy, because I failed to do it yesterday. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to tuck into my cake and relax into the evening. And tomorrow we're going on a walk, so we will take you with us. So thank you for watching, as always, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.